I meant to record to the cloud, but I'm recording on my computer. Good morning and welcome to the Be the Light meditation on wheels. I'm here in Lake Tahoe, beautiful Lake Tahoe, an incline village, and a beautiful lake is here. It is absolutely gorgeous. However, things are changing. Things are changing in volumes in short order. And I did a meditation with two other wonderful women sitting out in front of Lake Tahoe, and to the point where we were looking into the future, as we often do, and Lake Tahoe will not be recognizable within 10 years for the Tahoe we know now. Just like our own selves won't be recognizable in 10 years. The way that we do life and grow food and the water that we drink, everything is up for change. And so this brings me to today's topic. And today's topic is, how does change occur? I've read so many things recently by different masters saying the worst thing that can happen to you is to fall into a comfort zone, where you are emotionally and sensorially, temperature-wise, relationship-wise, in a static position. That is not what we are seeking now. We are seeking an inner anchoring, no matter what happens out there. Because, think about it, if Lake Tahoe is going to be unrecognizable in 10 years, that means a lot more sun, a lot more climate change, evaporation. I understand the glaciers are falling down by the billions of tons and melting per week. This is a stunning rearticulation of everything on the earth plane, and of course, it is guided and instigated by you. We've talked about this before, by people who have come from other realms, maybe if you don't even know it, but you know you're here for something, to bring something different and something new. And so we're back to that word change again. And with change, the change process, there has to be blips to disturb our comfort. So if we expect it, it's not so bad. But unfortunately, I was raised in the 1950s, home, partner, stability, go out to dinner, enjoy the best things of life. Well, life has offered things up enough with no proper alignment return with the divine principles of life. So life is starting to pull back for the comfort zones for humans, because in a sense we haven't been sustainable. So we know all this, but I'm just setting up the story for today is that our main goal is to have our heart stay so open that we are watching all of these changes and staying calm, and we are bringing through new pictures of a soft, beautiful, heart-filled, new directed world. So what's the negative downside to that? Vulnerability. If your heart is open and you've pledged yourself to love, guess what? Those wonky little vibrations that you're still getting for your parents, your loved ones, or your bosses are like, wong, wong, wong. It's like an alarm. It's like a nuclear warning of, open your heart even further, open your heart even further, so that that wave can pass through, so that you are a screen and not a sponge. So today we are going to talk about this attitude adjustment, where change is actually instigated by discomfort. It actually is. Humans won't change unless the earthquake, the tsunami, the prejudice, the food shortage, the high interest rates, till they get mad enough, until it comes and affects their what? Their comfort zone. So change pricks at this bubble of complacency and comfort that we have so cherished, and we have put all of our attention and intention in that basket of keeping comfort available to us and to our loved ones. Sometimes we can bear change, but the thought of bearing these changes for our loved ones, it actually breaks our heart. There's so many new technologies now. Recently, I worked with Dr. Lindstrom, Imesh Lindstrom, and she showed me my chakras, right? We have these energetic systems. My heart was placed carefully outside of my body. This was about 4 months ago, and I realized, yes, to protect myself, I often will keep my heart in a different place because of the different blips that have come in by people, places, and things that it's too hard to bear. It's too hard to bear because think about it. When you bring your heart back in, it could be a target. It could be a target for those still invested in the dark to see this big blinking light, and they come in and sting and put their darts, some of them poison because they still know our story. And if you're around narcissists, they go right for the heart, the pain, because they themselves have no empathy and can't feel it, so it's easily dispensed as a part of their controlled dark mechanism. So sometimes we feel that we are sitting ducks, but what do we do anyway? I've made a commitment to myself to stay in my heart, but to be aware, to be in the presence of. If something is coming in wrong, then there's still a part of me that is attached to the fear story or survival, or there's a part of me that has an attachment to staying comfortable and not changing and not being absolutely free. Being that scream. I heard a story passed down 2,000 years now that a being like Christ, that Christ would be completely comfortable if the devil, the darkness personified, incarnated, came and wanted to have a conversation, as well as any other ascended masters. There's no flickering lights. There's no little sparkles on that heart of vulnerability. It is just a welcoming heart for divine truth to be dispensed and the rest to be observed. So when you reach this state of being non-perturbable, is that a word, which is where we are headed, and you will know that you've arrived into that vibrational bubble when you're not feeling the alarm of wong, or seeing or feeling or anticipating a dart coming because you're like this. You let that dart go through or past you, and you still stay centered in the vibration that is imperturbable, that is allowing you to stay into a communication, present state of truth and love. So this is our work today. I know that most of us have been on such a deep, long journey at this point that you know just what I'm talking about, that we keep that heart open and then no. Well, now it's going to be welcoming change. We're going to reset because the change that comes is needed to dissolve. I picked a card for today, for our work today, and I wanted to share with you this new book, Awaken to Tarot. This is by a wonderful woman that I count as a friend and colleague, Karen LaPuma, Be Your Own Guide. And it's such a positive rendering of the tarot system. So today's card, go ahead and shut your eyes and take a nice deep breath, is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is about opening. If you focus on getting better and not being the best, you have such a good time. That's her opening quote, is by James Acaster. The Four of Swords shows us that there is a truce and an opportunity for new awareness. Things are opening mentally and are much better. Well, when you let go of that monitoring and guarded state, yeah, all this other energy comes in to breathe and relax and be present. Relationships and communications are improved. Our personage is lifting the dark moods of guarding into a positive awareness, and the whole bright environment ensues. Jupiter in Libra shows an expansive mindset, is a sign of negotiation and conflict resolution, moderation, and finally, balance. Here you have the flexibility, cooperation, and experience of generosity in a judicious way, fair in integrity. There is an understanding of the need for harmony, equality, and non-partiality. Jorgensen RN said, in order for truth to be experienced, one must first show up, second, pay attention, third, tell the truth, and fourth, not be attached to outcome. Here you have renewal, regeneration, and great expectation in relating. Meditate on the Four Swords and invoke the Emperor when you want to expand and improve your relating mind and be in more benevolence, kindness, grace, unconditional love, and forgiveness. So well said. I think available on Amazon too. So let's take a deep breath in the vibration that we are bringing in today, along with the people building a new big house next door. And that's a metaphor. I'm here at Incline Village. The space itself is divine, on the water and gorgeous, but the house was tired there. It wasn't up to the standards of the people moving in. They bought that property, I think it was, $17 million, and they tore the house down. Even though it had value to other people, it didn't have value and beauty in alignment for them. And they manifested tearing that house down, and they are rebuilding that house in their mind's eye for the beauty and order that matches the divine space. So I've been thinking about this as I hear those hammers. It's like us. We are these divine beings with old housing, and we are deconstructing the foundations of our housing and all those windows, that need Windex and the old wood rot mold, and we're letting it all fall away to be in the divine environment that was always theirs and ours to begin with, just like the Wizard of Oz. You always can go home. Just ask and intend. So now we're going to dive into Be the Light meditation, ask and intend. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. We ask and intend to set a sacred space. We place a beautiful whole-on of balance, a geometric structure around our own physical field. It holds our emotional field, our mind field, mind field, our mind is a mind field, our mind field, as well as all the spirituality and connections as well. It consists of 0 points. And these 0 points are the pristine, absolute truth and aligned points with the divine vibrational profile of everything. So while you've been embroiled in an old story for Earth that has been tampered with, and the geometries mucked with into a non-divine order, we are breaking down our old houses, and we are seeing the stunning potential to rebuild our personalities, our emotionality, and all that we are on this earth plane in divine order. Take a breath through your nose and out through your mouth. It's a tall order, but it is doable. The tools are here, the understanding of consciousness and intention, and in fact, it's what we're doing right now, powerfully. Take another deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth as we contemplate within our hearts, not from our mind. We're taking our focus and our attention into our hearts, and we are contemplating how change often comes with that little pricking blip that in the past we have perceptually assumed that it would hurt us, that it would take something from us, make us less, use us. And we are asking for that vibration, that anything outside of ourselves can affect our bliss, to be released. This is a complex system of historically placed items, reactions, dartboards, all throughout your body, not just your heart, but simply by asking, we are identifying these 0 points within yourself that have held this idea that change is painful and that things can hurt us, and we must protect our heart and stay closed. And I'll give you a little aside on this. By holding that, you attracted other controlled people protecting in their lower vibration, and you've done that dance, and you come to a dead end. So you can even in your mind repeat after me. I ask and intend to release the dead end dance of fear-based thinking, loving, relating, and being. I also am now choosing to release the fear of myself becoming vulnerable, too open-hearted, an easy target. I release this fear from all realms and membranes of my heart, from my neck, my eyes, my ears, and my voice. I remove this energy across all timelines in my cellular and intracellular memory now. So take a deep breath, and if you need to just shift your body a little bit, it's like different doors are opening, different other doors are opening up and fumigating, let all that energy out of your tissues, your beingness, letting the old just drift out, establishing a new foundation, just like the house next door, new cement, new piles, piers, pilings, whatever you call them, steel. The new vibrations to build your house we are now going to install permanently. So in your mind, repeat after me. I replace these old vibrational patterns with a new anchoring in of divine eyesight to see the truth behind everything, with divine ears to hear the truth and discern. I retune my heart to the calibration of divine love now. Simple words, humongous activity. Our divine cohorts and helpers are here, spiritual guides, and they are assisting while you open your crown chakra, and the Creator is bringing to you in this moment a delightful new harmonic mix that is now shimmying down through your crown chakra, and it is answering your ask and intend. It is recoloring your brain activities, all tensions in your body. It is rewinding all the old movies, putting them in the dustbin, and implanting pure white new screens of potential co-creations with other people living in heart-filled, unconditional love. And you will attract them in. They will feel your openness, not with the preset vision of how to do things your way, but an openness to co-create and create the movie together. And this is the team of New Paradigm Co-Creation. To take all this joy into your heart, and really it's a living thing. It's almost like a plant putting down green tendril roots, and it is being nourished by divine light. And you are flowering as never before, and you are opening. Even within your pineal gland is a beautiful multi-petaled realm that is surrendering and opening to this divine light. And nothing can touch or hurt you ever again. You change the channel. You don't watch those movies. And you are holding this soft liquid light that is now raining down and refreshing all systems within your body. As this new divine, it's like a plant life, humanoid and plant life, it's of a divine order, is filling all of your systems. It is such a beautiful image of this rose bush, thornless rose bush, unprotected, is now growing and blossoming divine, perfumey, rose petaled flowers. When Luther Burbank created scientifically a thornless rose, he merely prayed over it and said, "You are safe. You are safe. Release the thorns." And we are doing that with you today. You are safe. The thorns are released. Take a deep breath, and this sense of safety is now dropping in profoundly into your 3 base chakra systems. It will hold and nurture you and sustain you no matter the level of change in the external world, gradual or combustive. Take a deep breath and know that you are ship-shape, floatable, flyable, whatever it takes, because you are a divine being in a decaying matrix. You're never meant to act or be like others who are here living a human incarnation of a certain story. So it's okay to recognize that, and recognize that these choices you're making today will assist and support others needing to rise above the demise of a self-destroying society. It's not just for you, but it's for the other co-creators on that movie screen. be this hope and inspiration just simply by being who you truly are. So as I'm speaking, I feel all of this settling in, and I feel the new coloration coming in and brightening and moving and shifting. So this will take a little bit of time, this reorientation, to be fully set. So let's just say within 3 days, this rearticulation will be permanently in place. So be gentle with yourself, stay awake, remembering to keep that heart open and to witness. Let things go past you, but don't put your heart outside your body. No, just move your body so that you're a moving target, right? So it goes past you. It doesn't work, or through you. If it comes so quick, sometimes it comes so quick. Let it go through you and breathe. And I create a little mantra. I hold the light of God. I am safe. I am safe and sustained no matter what. And so it is. So go ahead and put a beautiful, beautiful golden resilient egg around your entire energy field now. Beautiful. Okay. We're never in a hurry to come out of this state. It feels divine, of course. But I'm going to stop the recording now, and then we begin the community visiting and discussion, catching up with the regulars, which is so delightful. And I invite you to come if you're new to this every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. And you can find your way to this Zoom here at the website soundandlighthealingarts.com. It's listed right in the YouTube there. Thank you.